Hi guys, I am so happy you are here. You guys are going to join me as I track my expenses for the second week of February. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're using my Happy Planner budget planner, and let's go ahead and flip to our February spread. So here is where we are. We're going to be tracking February 2nd all the way to February 8th. So Friday the 2nd to Thursday the 8th. So let's track everything that I spent during this time. So we can flip to the weekly tracker. I'm going to change these dates actually. I like to go based off of my paydays. So it's actually going to be February 2nd through the 8th. Gotta watch out for that candle there. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and flip to my weekly expenses. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write these out with you guys, and you can see what I spent my money on. So let's go ahead and start. So on the 2nd of February is actually a no spend day, which I am really happy about. I've been doing good on my spending, you guys. I've really been reeling it in. I had to make, well, I didn't have to, but I was privileged enough to be able to make some big purchases for an upcoming vacation that I will be going on. And I'm very lucky that I can do that. It was very expensive and could have easily thrown me off my budget, but because I have reeled it back in the past few weeks and decreased my spending, we're really back on track, you guys. So thank you guys for like being here and helping to hold me accountable. And you guys will see, like, I think I did really well this week. I will say on the 3rd, I did have a transaction for restaurants, and it was for Mexican food. And I would not have necessarily chosen to go spend money, but this was for my book club. So my book club, they really wanted to go to this Mexican restaurant, and so I wasn't gonna say no or show up and not buy anything. I feel like that is fairly rude. So I was able to afford it. That being said, I don't think, just to be clear, I don't think it's rude to not buy anything if you really can't afford it. So, you know, I was privileged enough to be able to afford it, so I did buy some food. I spent $29 on a margarita and a burrito plate. It wasn't that good, but that is okay because I was there mostly for the book club. And that is that. On the 4th, I had another no spend day. So that is really good. And then on the 5th, I had a transaction coming out of my lunch money category. And that was for lunch. I had to go out to lunch with a colleague, somebody that I work with sort of like across departments. And so it's really important for us to like catch up with each other and have really good communication with each other. So we went out to lunch, and that was for $15. I got a Caesar salad. I'm gonna mark this as a need because I did need to go get lunch. I was working, so that was kind of like a work expense, but I did have to pay for that. And then on the 6th, I had another transaction for lunch money. The very next day, I bought lunch from the cafeteria at my work, and it was $4. That is a need. And then, so that was very good. And then on the 7th, I had another no spend day, which was really good. And then on the 8th, I had one transaction from my son's spending. So it's coming out of Kiddo, and it's from Amazon. I bought some like activities for him, like some puzzles and some challenging activities and some reusable bags to put some of his toys in, because I don't want to be using Ziploc bags because they're a choking hazard. So I had to buy some new bags that are reusable, that are not the same type of choking hazard. So that all came out of my kiddo fund, and that was a total of $55 from Amazon. And that was a wand for sure. So that is everything for the whole week. It's really not too much. Again, I don't have my calculator this week, so we're just gonna be figuring out the total the old school way. So you guys will get to see me do some math. And I'm also gonna track day by day how much I spent. Last week we can see I spent $155. So we'll see if maybe this week I maybe even did even better. We'll see. But yeah, so that first day was a Friday. So on Friday it was $0 spent. On Saturday it was $29 spent. On Sunday it was $0 spent. On Monday it was $15. On Tuesday it was $4. On Wednesday it was $0. And on Thursday it was $55. So that is per day. And then we'll go ahead and add it up. So maybe we'll just add it up in this notes page. So we have 29 plus 15. So 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 4, so $44. I really hope I'm doing my math right, because that would be really embarrassing if I wasn't. Plus 4 brings us to 48. And then we have 48 plus 55. So 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 5 is 10. So we have a total of 103. And again, I am only 80% confident that I did that right, because it's kind of weird to do math when you're also filming a video, but I'm like, I'm like 80-90% sure that's right. And that looks right. This does look like $103. So that is actually less than I spent last week. That is really, really good. I'm really happy with that, you guys. Really happy with that. So let's take these numbers and go ahead and add them to our monthly spread, just so that we can look at everything all at once if we want to. So Friday was a no spend day, and it was also a payday. It's awesome when you can not spend any money and also make money in the same day. That is a really good feeling. So we're gonna put a heart for no spend, just to kind of celebrate that. On the 3rd, I did have my Peloton charge for $44, my automatic payment. And then that was when I went to the Mexican food and spent the $29. So we're gonna add the 29 for Mexican food. And honestly, doesn't $29 like kind of seem expensive for Mexican food? Like, I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of a lot. And honestly, I won't be going back to that Mexican restaurant. The food there was not good. The margarita was not good. It wasn't great. I won't be going back, and it was also like, it seemed too expensive for what you were getting. Okay, the 4th is going to be, I did leave a good tip though. Always tip well when you go to restaurants. You really should, because it's not easy to be a server. If you can tip, you should tip. The 5th, I had my swimming lessons, so I did get charged for that. And then I also had my lunch for $15. Again, this was kind of like a work lunch. Sometimes these lunches do get covered by work if somebody I'm working with wants to expense it to their company card. So I do really appreciate when we're able to do that, but sometimes work lunches are just like out of pocket, and that's just kind of how it is, and that's totally fine. It's important to have friends at work, so that's just kind of how it goes. The next day I did spend $4 on lunch at the cafeteria. I'm not mad about it, because $4 is a very small price to pay for a home-cooked meal. So I will gladly pay the $4. On Wednesday, we have this symbol. This is my credit card symbol, which means that I need to pay my credit cards. I pay them once a week. So I will mark this as paid because I have paid all my credit cards. So we're gonna take a paid sticker and add this in. Yes, you guys know how I had those big expenses for my upcoming vacation. Those expenses went on one of my credit cards, and this week I paid that credit card off in full. I had like just enough money in my account to be able to do it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Also, the 7th was a no spend day. So like I did pay my credit cards, but I didn't make any new purchases. So it's a no spend. And then the 8th, I did have my Peloton charge for $45. This one is for the membership, which I use and I love. So that is money well spent to me. Let me just check these off as I go. This was when I spent the $55 on Amazon. And I will just say I'm also not mad about the $55 from Amazon because I think my son really enjoys his activities and I have not bought him anything in a while. So I will just add that like right here. That's fine. All right, you guys, so that is everything. This is my monthly spread. This is where we are at. And yeah, this was what we spent this week, $103. We did really good this week. February has 1, 2, 3 more weeks. So we shall see how we do the rest of the month, but so far so good. Let me know how you guys are doing with your February budgets. Please like and subscribe to this video if you liked it and if you want to see more, or subscribe to my channel rather. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a good week and thank you for being here. Bye.